Good evening, everyone, and maybe good morning also to some parts of the world. People are here connected to from every part of the world. So yes, we'll be starting the Google Earth Engine course from today, and it will be a 2 days course. And in between, if you have any doubts, any questions, any problems, please let us know. So the Google Earth Engine course will be taken by Mizanur Rahman. He's from Bangladesh and he's a GIS expert. He has been working in Google Engine since years. So he'll be taking the classes for the next 2 days. Okay. So, yes, yes, Ms. Anur, you can start the class. And yes, I've given permission to share.
Okay, ma'am. And can you see my screen?
Yes, yes, we can.
Okay. Hello and welcome to this beginner's course on Google Earth Engine. I am Mijan and I will be your tutor for no go in deep of Earth Engine algorithm, basically Google Earth Engine, and use them practically. And this is course for only beginners who don't know about Earth Engine and how to start this Earth Engine tool. I hope everyone will enjoy this course. So this course is mainly 2 days course. Our course content will be detection using satellite images, introduction to image classification, land cover classification map, exporting raster and vector data. This is our course content. And I will be covered this course content 2 days. To discuss about what's the Google Earth Engine, how does the work of Google Earth Engine, and what's the advantage of using the Google Earth Engine, and lastly, how you can start this tool. So now I have a question. Do you have any extra experience with using a Google Earth Engine?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any?
I have
Okay,
used this.
okay. Mainly, what programming language you used?
So JavaScript coding along with I am used with Python too. But for JavaScript, I've used Google Earth Engine Code Edit.
Okay, good. So mainly here we can use mainly two types of language. Number one, JavaScript and Python. But JavaScript is more advanced. So in this course, I will try to show you how to start this Google Earth Engine tool using the JavaScript API.
Anyone else has
So far,
experience with coding?
oh,
So
do you have any experience to coding in this person?
any other students who have experience? No. Okay. Okay, no problem.
Okay, okay, okay. So first thing, what is GE? So first of all, Google Earth Engine is the short form of GE. So it is a cloud-based platform where Google has made a vast amount of remotely sensed data accessible. It's over 40 years of satellite imagery, including in their Google Earth Engine datasets. Also, you can upload your own dataset or integrate your public available data in Google Earth Engine and use them. Apply range of common algorithm to do data. And finally, export these images, tables, chart, or map outputs. So it is a unique platform where you can perform highly interactive algorithm development at global scale and across large amount of data quickly and efficiently. you can simply access and process the data using the JavaScript API or Python API. Here I mainly use the JavaScript API. So then what is the application of Google Earth Engine? So mainly this application is detecting deforestation, secondly classifying land cover classification and estimation forest biomass and carbon. It also mapping the world roadless areas, assessment of plant health status. You can also do the air quality monitoring and water quality monitoring, flood mapping and damage assessment. You can also do in using the Google Earth Engine platform, drought monitoring and burn severity mapping and so on application you can do in Google Earth Engine platform. So Google Earth Engine mainly focused on society's biggest challenges. First of all, deforestation is a big problem in our world in this moment. Drought, climate change is a big issue. Disaster, disease, global food security, and sustainable development mainly focus on society's biggest challenge on Google Earth Engine. And then why this is important? Can you tell me why this is important? Anyone?
Yes, so this is an interactive
Yes, sir.
talk. Yes. Yes, please, Arshad.
Sir, once again, the data is so heavy that we need so much computing power to address the big issues that you have highlighted. Like if somebody is
Yeah.
working on drought for global analysis, so our computing powers are not that much efficient to do the analysis for us. So we need to rely on some cloud-based platforms. Sir.
Okay. Anyone else? Okay. So I start. So mainly it's reduce our time to do analysis, and by running analysis across a thousand of computers, for example unthinkable tasks are now possible for the first time. You can access here the petabyte types of data easily and efficiently. You can calculate it all of possible using the all of possible algorithm easily, and efficiently you can get your result. But when you use the other software just ArcGIS or QGIS, you cannot do in the same way. And secondly, it has a new features that will make your analysis easier, such as tools that pre-process the image to remove clouds and haze. You can easily remove your clouds and haze from using the algorithm from the Google Earth Engine. And collaboration and standardization by creating a common platform for global data analysis. And you can also do for global data analysis, and you can easily understand what is the difference between one country to another country and understand and collaboration to each other. And now I discuss what are the pros and cons of using the Google Earth Engine. So this has a lot of advantage. You don't have need to struggle with finding the data set and downloading what you need, since everything is available online. You can easily access the all of data, example Lancet, Sentinel, Modis, and all of data, all of raster data. You can easily access your code editor and simply implement your all algorithm and use your result, and access to petabytes of data and more on way. So Google computing power has fast analysis. You can do your fast analysis easily and efficiently, and but it has also some cons. Some programming required, you need to want to know some programming, basically JavaScript or Python you want to know. And it's also depend on your internet connection activity, and it also primarily focus on raster based imagery and lack of mature and detailed documentation. But when you use the JavaScript API web based platform, here you can also see the all of documentation and all of algorithms easily and efficiently, and also to learn and apply in your algorithm. So JavaScript API is a more advanced, so here I use this API or website platform. So how does the work? Main question, how does the work? So you can write custom of codes in your web processing or cloud computing platform. These codes then get sent to specialized servers, and in a matter of seconds, these servers send you a response. Currently, you can use JavaScript and Python are supported, but in this course, I will use JavaScript. And this is the main website of the Google Earth Engine. Here you can go, you can access the different tabs such as sign up button and dataset button and other options are available in this website. And accessibility, you must need to online accessibility and requirements. So how can you start this tool? You first, Google Earth Engine is free to charge. To use the code editor, one needs to register. You need to register with a valid Gmail account. A confirmation usually comes within 2 or 3 work days. And after this, I will show you how to register this Google Earth Engine easily. And your computer system must be needed online connectivity, internet connection. And scope, it is mainly focused on image processing and visualization platform. You can work with vector and raster data in here. So now, how you can start this tool? So first you need to go to this link, earthengine.google.com. You see the main interface. This is the main interface of Google Earth Engine. You simply click here to the sign up button. And after clicking this sign up button, you will need to sign in your Gmail account. You put here in your Gmail account and password, and then you will go to this page and fill up this form very carefully, because you can see a message in here top. They said we cannot accept all applications, so please fill out all field as best. You can evaluate your request for access. So must be needed, you fill up this form very carefully. Here you can see this is the email, which email you log in your Google account. This email you can show here, and then you can see your full name. Put your full name, and then write your affiliation or institution name, and what type of your institution, government or non-government, and other type you can select here. And then you can select the country or region. And this is the main question here. What describe in few sentences how you intend to use Earth Engine. If you, this question is very carefully to answer this question and write in a few sentences, not one line or one word. You write in the few 2 or 5 or 3 sentence, and then you can check mark here, I agree, and I am interested in a commercial use of Earth Engine. It's not commercial, but when you use this commercial, must be checker here. And also put here, I am not a robot, and then click to submit. If you have any question regarding this slide.
So if possible, please
If you
register
have any,
simultaneously, so that, because it takes 2-3 days time. Am I right, Rahman?
yeah.
Yeah, so it takes
So
2-3 days time for you to get registered, and you can then start using Google Earth Engine. Okay, so I will,
yeah.
because most of you have connected with us at the last moment, so I would request everyone to register this so that it will take 2-3 days time. Register as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah, please.
Okay. So next, keep and you get a message like this. Keep an eye on your inbox. You check your inbox, and when you check your inbox, if your account is registered in Google Earth Engine, they are welcome to Earth Engine. They are welcome to and greetings you, and you have now access to the Earth Engine code editor and Earth Engine developer docs and developer guides, API reference, and other tutorials. You can easily access from after register you're completed, and it will be happen 2 or 3 days for confirmation. After when you complete your registration, you can easily get the code editor. Here you click the Earth Engine code editor. You can go to, or you can go to this link, code.earthengine.google.com. Here you can easily access your JavaScript API or web-based platform. So you can see the main interface of Google Earth code editor for accessing your code. So in this time, I will go my code editor directly. So you can see here my code editor. So I introduce this code editor one by one. So in this, the Earth Engine code editor at code.earthengine.google.com to complete your register and you get or web-based platform. So base ID for Earth Engine JavaScript API. In the middle section, here you can see you can also share it from this the search this link here, and this is the also suppose you have a JavaScript API, you can made a JavaScript and click here to get to the apps. Here you can also see your all apps, and if you want to make a new app, click to new app. In this time I will not go for this. Okay, so in the right panel you can see mainly 3 tabs. This is the inspector tab, console tab, and task tab. So inspector tab for querying map result, when you can add something like layer on your map, suppose NDVI or other layers you can add. Just you click on the map, you can get the result. In this time, I click on the map, I can see the map longitude, latitude, and the console tab. And console tab for use printing output. Suppose you want to use any printing output. Suppose you print function here, you can run here, you can see your result in your console tab. Okay, and task tab. Task tab mainly used for managing your long running tasks. Suppose you want to upload some shape file or raster image, you can see your managing time and what's the process of your uploading section. You can see here the task button. In the left corner you can see mainly 3 tabs. This is the script, docs, and asset. So script tab for managing your programming script. Suppose when you write something code in here and click to save, you can see under the script tabs. And doc tab, you can use the mainly doc tab accessing the documentation of Earth Engine object and methods. Here and click here you can also see the how to use this and what is the argument of this function, and easily access all of this function and access here easily, you can understand. And asset tab, mainly used for managing your asset that you upload. When you upload some raster or vector images, here you can see your asset tab under the asset tab. Okay, and this is the interactive map view. You can see your map result here. You can also see the layers, map layers here. But in this time, I cannot any layer. I cannot add any layer. For this, you cannot see here. But when you add any layer or any other, so you can see here the layer. And this is the geometry tool, this is the hand tool. This hand tool used for the moving the map. And this is the marker tool used for the make a marker or geometry point. So I delete it. And this is the draw line. You can also click here and draw your line. And after I finish, you can double click here, your left mouse, and this is also draw a shape. And this is the square, draw a rectangular. And this is the plus, it's for zoom in, and it's for zoom out of your map view.
Rehman, can you add
So I
any?
hope you understand the main interface. Do you have
Can you add any sample
okay.
project and show us how does it look, the layers and everything? If you have any sample project, can you add it and show us?
Ma'am,
And
ma'am,
meanwhile, if anyone has any doubts till now
okay, ma'am.
or is not able to understand, you can come up and ask. Yes, anyone. If anyone has any doubts till now, any questions?
Okay. If you have any question regarding this introduction to Google Earth Engine code API, please
Or even
ask
if
me.
you
I
have
will
not
try to answer
understood,
this
you
question.
want us to repeat something, we'll do that for you. Please come up and ask your questions.
Okay. So this is the simple project or in Google Earth Engine. Mainly here I use to click the NDVI for whole country of Bangladesh. I use here. So you in this session you can say here the layer button. If you click and control your layer from here. If you want to see your specific result for use the inspector tool, it's used for map to map query result. And now I can here to click, I can see here the NDVI mean and other result, and also point latitude and longitude here. So this is a simple project. And then I will move to my slide. Okay, so
Hello, sir.
okay, please.
Excuse.
Yes, Prakash, tell.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, this one, sir, what shown na, that one is older one. Means it's already done. So do something new one so we can follow that one. This
What?
anyway, this already it has been done now. I want do something new one so we can follow that.
About the Google Earth Engine you're telling?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
The,
NDVI he has calculated now. He has wrote some program and he has calculated NDVI. So if it will be new one, then we can follow.
yes,
So
we will do that.
actually this
We'll do that later. Right now,
and
I'm just showing an example. How does it look? Okay.
Okay, okay,
yeah,
ma'am. Okay, ma'am. I
This is
thought.
the example. And I cannot go too deeply. And when I go too deeply any project, I will explain to
Yes.
deeply and code by code line. Don't worry.
Yes,
Okay.
he'll
Okay,
go
sir.
So I
Okay, sir.
hope
Thank
by
you.
each step. Don't worry about that. Yeah. It was just an
okay.
example.
Okay, ma'am.
How does that look?
Okay.
Example, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
ma'am. Thank you. Thank you.
So I hope you will, everyone will introduce the code editor and what's the tool actually, what's the meaning and what's the work. So I go to the next slide. So this is the sharing script. I already talk about it, how you can share your script. You can get the link from here, or you also can copy this link from here and you can get your link to share others. So then learn the basic principle of JavaScript syntax. So here I mainly use print, strings, numbers, comments, list, dictionary, and function. How you can use all of this in your JavaScript syntax in your API. So let's go our main code editor. So I delete this. Okay, and when I click to reset button, the map view will be clear. When I click here, reset button, clear my map view. Okay, so I take the hand tool. Okay, this is the console, and now in this time I will talk about some basic JavaScript syntax here. So I already make a JavaScript syntax I save in my script, so I open it. Or this is the in any saving program or script, you can easily search from here. It depend on your internet connection activity. So wait for it. Okay, so you can say my JavaScript syntax here. I simply click here and yes button, and it will be upload in my code editor here. It will be working. Okay, so you can see here my JavaScript syntax programmer. So this is the first option, how we will define the comments in JavaScript syntax. So when you define any comment, we use the line /. This line or this code will not be execute. And when I run here, there is no execute and we cannot see any output in our console tab. Okay, so if I want to show any write or any sentence in my script, so simply I can use the print function and click to run here, and I can see my result in console tab in my console tab. And then we have basic JavaScript data types, mainly strings. First of all, string. I will discuss about string or string we should use. So suppose here's the string and I will call the variable test var keyword. It is the main syntax of using the JavaScript programming language. When you define any variable, you declare a variable name, and before the variable name you use this keyword var. And you can also, this statement will single quote and or double quote, you can make a string. Okay, so now if you want to show your result, use a parenthesis. I use the parenthesis and call this function test string. This is our variable name here. Okay, and now I want to print and click to run. I want to show my result in Google Earth Engine. Okay, and next you can see the built-in properties. Suppose you want to know how many letters are in Google Earth Engine in this sentence. So you can use the length function. Length function, you define how many letters are in a one sentence or function, and this is the variable name test dot length. It is our function name. Okay, and if I want to print methods,